Welcome to the virtual meeting for Internet Tools, hosted by myself, Cheryl Levy, and the International Institute of Genealogical Studies at genealogicalstudies.com. And today I'm going to share my slides with you and talk about Internet tools. Okay. And before we start, if you want to take a screenshot of these are some of the social media links and links to our website, but I will share them again at the end of the presentation. And so you'll be able to get them there as well. So this is the July uh, Internet Tools virtual meeting. And just want to share that the 4 courses that this virtual meeting covers, along with other things, but the 4 institute courses are using the internet, and that's discovering electronic resources, connecting family online and virtually, Google for the wise genealogist, and social media for the genealogists, the wise genealogists. And so these are the 4 courses that may find content for what I'm sharing. And this is like a supplement to those courses. Okay, so today I'm going to focus on the social media tools for the wise genealogist, and I haven't talked about social media for a while, so I thought that I would just do a quick refresher. I think because I think some of my memories coming up on Facebook now say 14 years, so we've been using social media for quite a while now. We're quite comfortable with it for most of us. And so we forget that not everybody uses it the same way as we do. And I use it almost exclusively for genealogy and for my family, keeping in contact with my family. And so all of my posts and all of the things I share and all the things I see in my feed are related to genealogy or to my family. Okay, and so the first thing with the Institute that would be considered social media would be our blog. And our blog is a good place to find articles related to some of our courses or also announcements. We have a big announcement of the graduation coming up on the 9th of August. And that is, we're doing graduations twice a year now. And so I should have put an invitation in here, but if you are available on the 9th of August, we will be celebrating our graduates, and that will be recorded and will be posted on our YouTube channel for everyone to see. So after that, come and check out our graduates and see where they're from and what their future plans are, and maybe the businesses that they're starting, because we'll have all of those in that presentation. And so our blog is a good place to go to keep up to date with what's happening, updates for courses, anything that we want to share with our students. But you can also get to the blog and not be a student. And so at the top menu of our website is it says community, and you just click the down arrow and you can go to the blog or any one of the other links that we have here, except for the student only Facebook group. That is for only our students. And that's where we directly communicate with them things that are relevant just to our students. Okay. And we love Facebook. I have to say, I do love Facebook. I use it a lot. I'm on it every day. But as I said, it's all relevant content. I like to read about the history of the area that I'm from, or new things coming out in the genealogy world, especially DNA. And now there's a lot coming out on AI and different things that I have no idea how to use. And so it's really useful to watch social media posts that other people are posting. And a lot of times it can be links to articles, it can be um, videos. There's just a lot on Facebook that it's a place to go and find out what's happening and click to read more about it. Okay, and so we do have a Facebook group for the Institute, and we like to post new courses that we're working on. We also post courses that maybe you've forgotten about. And not everybody who comes to our Facebook page is looking to do a certificate. And we have 13 certificates. But sometimes they're just coming to check out a topic, and maybe someone will only take one topic, like maybe they're doing a one name study and they see that we have a course on that or a one place study. And so they're coming to just do a course on specific topics. And if you're doing more than one course, make sure that you check out the discounts. We have like, I think it's 4 courses together or 6 courses. There's bundles where you can get a discount if you don't want to take the whole certificate, but you still want to take a number of courses in a particular topic. And so Facebook is a place where we can highlight some of those courses that maybe you didn't know that we have. And like there's a photography course, how to date photographs. There's a lot of different courses. There's DNA courses, and maybe you don't want to take all of them. You just want to take particular courses, and that's okay. And then you can find them because they will link to our website to find out more information. And so we have a public Facebook page for the Institute where you can see notices. We also post notices if there's a sale. And right now there's a DNA sale. And so check that because you want to keep informed for when there could be a discount. Okay, and so sometimes we're just showing that you can have a new career and become a professional genealogist with the Institute. We are a trade school, registered trade school in the United States, and you can get your credentials. And so we post about that. And then if you see a post like that, share it on your Facebook and on your social media so that other people can see it as well. I often share posts from the Institute on my own personal Facebook page and also on my business one so that I can let people know, hey, this is where I got my credentials. This is where I learned to do transcriptions and when I took the paleography course. This is where you can take courses too and let people know that these are available to them. There's really nice courses like Life of Our Ancestors. I really liked that course. I did it with my sister, the both of us doing it separately, but we kind of did them together. And when we were working on the assignments, we purposed that we would cover a different aspect. And so in the end, we had stories that the other one had never heard of and documented those things. And it was a lot of fun because that particular course makes you look into their school life, their occupation, just a lot of different things that you wouldn't think of. It's not just who they married, how many children they had, and where are they buried. There's a lot more to someone's life than just the bare vital statistics. It's what events did they go through? What did they survive? What did they witness? There's a lot of things that you can research. And this course, Life of Our Ancestors, gave some really cool assignments to help to navigate through that. And so Facebook is a place where we can highlight some of those and let people know that we have those courses and encourage them to check them out. Okay, We also have an account on Twitter, which is now called X. And so you can go and find us there. And mainly it's Genia Studies is our social media for genealogicalstudies.com. It's been shortened to Genia Studies, and that's you'll find it consistently on all of our social media. But on Twitter, again, we're sharing things that maybe we've also shared on Facebook. We're sharing links to our blog posts, and check out our Twitter account. Not everyone has Facebook, and so maybe you're on Twitter and not on Facebook. And so again, share anything that you feel that your followers on Twitter might be interested in learning about. And hashtags. I love hashtags, and there is power in hashtags. Hashtags is the way that you search on social media, and it's the way that you tag topics. And so if you're on Facebook, I'm sure you've seen lots of hashtags be at the bottom of people who are posting about certain topics. And by putting the hashtag, so maybe there's a hashtag right now for the Paris Olympics. And so if you're making a post about Paris Olympics or a comment, and then somebody goes in and wants to see what is everybody talking about, all you have to do in the search is put hashtag and then whatever topic or name that you want to search for, and it will bring up what people are posting about it. And so it's a good way to find out current news, but hashtag the surname that you're doing, hashtag the community that you're from, hashtag anything that that it's like a filter that you're going to narrow down your search results and see what comes up. And you can also do it for who has accounts too. And so I'm just going to quickly share two Twitter chats. And if you don't know what a Twitter chat is, they're a lot of fun. This one I've participated in. I haven't gone in recently, but on a Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, every 2 weeks, they have a topic that they're going to talk about, and usually a speaker, and in the one coming up in August, the 9th, is Melissa Barker, who's the archive lady, and she's going to be talking about archives. And so you just sign into your Twitter account, and then when it starts, you will see some questions, and you just answer the questions. And so it may be like, have you ever been to an archive? What archive have you visited? What did you find at the archive? And so there's simple questions that you can respond to with the hashtag GenChat, and then they'll all be in a group. And even if you miss it on a Friday night, you can go in Saturday morning or 2 weeks ago or a month ago. They're all there. That you just search for Gen Chat and all one word, and you can find them. If you want to go directly to the account, it's x.com/_GenChat, and that will take you to their account, and you can see all of the topics and you can see what's coming up. And they also have a web page that I will go to at the end of this presentation and show you a little bit more about how that works. But they have a schedule and they have people who participate. And I find it very enjoyable. You can come in late and you just answer the questions in sequence, or you can come in later and read what other people have done. Now, when I looked this up today, I discovered there's a Gen Chat DNA. I have not participated in that, but that would be interesting to do that as well. And so watch for that. And so use your hashtags to participate in a Twitter chat. And I'm going to share one more Twitter chat that I really liked when I found it. And when I was doing the course with the Institute on One Place Studies, I discovered on their webpage that they also do Twitter chats. And so they have a webpage, oneplacestudies.org, but they also have social media. And so on their Facebook page, which I went and liked because then I would see what they're posting about their Society of One Place Studies. And I discovered that they have a Twitter chat as well. And so it's called One Place Wednesday. And so you can also use the hashtag One Place Studies. And so when you're making a post, you just use that hashtag that tags that you're participating in that activity. Or if you're doing a one-page study, you would want to include your hashtag and maybe a link to the page where your one place study is. And that is a way to find out what other people are researching, maybe some tips on how to do a one place study that you didn't think about. And a one place study is interesting because it can be a community, but if it's like a large city, you're not going to do the whole city. Maybe you're just going to do a block, or maybe you're going to do your school, or you're going to do a specific group in a specific place and narrow it down to who were all the members in the club in that place. And so I really encourage you to go to the Society of One Place Studies to check out what they're about and check out our course as well. It is one of the courses that we offer at the Institute. It's part of our professional development certificate. It's also part of our DNA certificate, but you can take it individually as well. And so that's just an example of using hashtags and genealogy in Twitter and doing Twitter chats. Okay, we also have a YouTube channel and it is growing. We're trying to upload content from our virtual meetings, from our student lounges. If we've had guests in for student lounges or we've done a special topic, then we want to be able to share that, not just with our students, but also with our YouTube channel followers. And so, or subscribers. In YouTube, you subscribe. In Facebook, you follow. You have to keep these straight. But it is growing. We have 43 videos on there now. Some of them are orientation to courses, some are graduations, but some are on different topics, different things that we feel that would be of benefit to those in the genealogy community. And so check out our YouTube channel, subscribe to it. You'll get a little notice when we add something new. But watch for recordings of these virtual meetings there as well. If they contain content that we think is beneficial beyond just our students, we're uploading some of those videos as well. Okay, and here are some of them. And so you can see there's one shared on English parish registers, Australian royalty, AKA convicts. That should be interesting. I haven't watched that one. Our professor for DNA and Irish records, Claire Bradley, just did one at the last DNA virtual meeting on Ancestry's Pro Tools for DNA. And she did an overview on that. And so you may want to check out that little video. And so as you can see, there's just a lot of different topics on there. And we have a lot of videos, well, 43 right now, but we're adding to it. And how to become a professional genealogist. Angie did that one. She's also done on being a writer and publishing a book. And so check out our YouTube channel. Just a little note, that our upcoming student lounge for August is going to be with special speaker John Boren, and he's the president of APG. He's also a graduate of the Institute, and so he's coming to do a special session with our students, and that will be recorded, and I'm sure that the recording will be put up on our YouTube channel with his visit. Okay, we also have an Instagram. And Instagram is a little bit different than Facebook. Facebook, you can make big, long posts. Twitter, you're limited to 180 characters, and that includes the spaces, that includes the periods, the hashtags, whatever you're putting in there, the commas. And so on Twitter, it's really a shortened down version of what you would post on Facebook. But in Instagram, they're focused more on pictures and photos. And so the descriptions with the photos are very short, and usually the photos say it all. And so it's a place where you can share, you could share your research here. You could share what you're doing in a certain community. If you're visiting a community, I plan this summer to go visit some places. And so when I go to Pier 21 in Halifax, I'm going to take a picture and post it probably on Instagram and, share where you're going, what you're doing, what you're finding out, record collections that you've discovered in an archive or a museum. Share them on your Instagram. And we share a lot again about our courses and different things going on with the Institute. It's it hasn't been started very long, and so we have 447 posts, so we are getting there, but we are adding to that all the time. And we have a Pinterest account, and most people think Pinterest. How can you use Pinterest for genealogy? Isn't that just for crafts and decorating and recipes? Which probably is what I started out using Pinterest for and got into it. But I personally, as well as the Institute, uh, pin about courses and topics. And how Pinterest works is that it's the pins is what the post is called, and or the picture, and you're pinning it to a board, and so that's where uh, the names come from, the labels. But is what you're doing, it's a visual bookmark, and it's bookmarking a site and putting a picture that then when someone sees it and they click on that picture, it takes you to a website. And so for me personally, I use Pinterest, and I call them Gen Pins, and I have research boards. And when I'm working researching a certain topic, I will start a new board, and I will pin all of those bookmarks, all of those URLs in the one board so that I have it when I want to come back and find those websites again. Because maybe it's a website that you're not going to go to all the time. And so it's a way that you can use for your research. And check out the genealogy, our Genia Studies Institute pins and boards, and those are to our courses, but they're also to our blog posts. And so you can pin blog posts onto Pinterest as well. And anything that would have a URL, you can make into a pin. And so look for Pinterest and put in genealogy, put in Library and Archives Canada, put in any genealogy repository that you can think of. Genealogy societies have Pinterest boards. Many of the genealogists have Pinterest boards as well, with links to their web pages or their articles or things that they're promoting. And so it's not just for decorating or crafts and recipes, but it is for that too. But make sure that you use it for your genealogy. And what I like about it is it's on my phone. And I've already been at a genealogy society meeting and was talking about a website that I had found. And I just go onto my Pinterest app and I click on it, and there it is. And I can then send that URL to the person that I'm talking to, and they can see the website. And so that is where I save some of my bookmarks online, is in my Pinterest account. Okay, and this is an example of some for the Institute, and they've been separated into different categories. So it can be social history, it can be their blog, it can be a specific country. If they have articles, like the articles on any of the topics and the courses that we have, and there's been a blog on it, it'll be in there and pinned. And so it becomes a history of all the posts that are on your blog as well. And so if you have a genealogy blog, it's a good way to have it all in one place with a link to each one of those that you can find quickly, or that your followers can find quickly on a topic, and not have to search through all of the history of your blog posts. Okay, we also have our own social network, and it was Genealogy Wise. It's now called Genealogy Social. It's an older website. It's not really active, though I would like to see it become more active again. But when Facebook came out, then, a lot of people went there instead. But there's still a lot of groups on uh, the website that you can find information and URLs. And so one of the blog post series that I did a while back was Transcription Tuesdays. And every Tuesday I would post something about transcribing, and all of those are uh, linked and in the Transcription Tuesday um, group on Genealogy Wise, where you could access them. We also have a blog on there that's separate from our main blog, though we do share links there as well. And so this was a blog post about going on a trip to Ireland. And if you go on and become a member and set up your own profile, you can have blog posts on there as well, and share photos. And it's very similar to other social, you have friends, you can communicate back and forth without giving out your personal email, but just communicate within the network. And check it out. It's at genealogywise.com, and search the groups to see topics, um, whether that's like loyalists or Mayflower ancestors or communities or surnames. There's a lot of surname groups on there, and check out and see what you can find. Okay, here are some of those, and this one is the featured one. So right at the top, we've made a group for each one of the certificates that we offer. So if students want to go in there and talk about any of the courses, they can go in and share what they have found to maybe benefit other students taking the course. And again, my Transcription Tuesdays is in there. There's one for alumni. There's one for new students, and one for lecturing, the lecturings course. So there's a lot of groups that the Institute, these are the Institute groups, but then there's lots of other ones. There's 4,584 groups currently on Genealogy Wise, and they're just a variety. I just put in the latest activity, and this is the first ones that came up on that list. So somebody has been posting into American Revolutionary War ancestors. There's a comment on Huguenots, and there's one on Connecticut research. So there are people that are going in and sharing, what they're doing. And if you go in, make a comment and see if you can get the group active again. Okay, so again, these are our links to our social media accounts for the Institute, but check them out and also see if you can find things. When you're in like Facebook or other places, search for your surname, search for history of whatever place. Sometimes on Facebook, I've had vintage, vintage heritage. So whatever area you're from, Nova Scotia heritage, Nova Scotia traditions, vintage Toronto, vintage whatever city, and just try different topics. I've even got regiments, military. So for regiments, there's reenactor groups that are have Facebook groups and a Facebook page, and they post their pictures when they go and do their reenacting of different events. And I like it because I can see the uniforms that perhaps my ancestor wore and see them doing and reenacting, but they're doing, portraying things that my ancestor was involved in. And it's a visual. And you can then see what it was, what their camping was like. What did they eat? What uniform did they wear? What battle were they involved in? And it's just a lot of information that you can find out, and history of a town. There's house history groups. There's groups for genetic genealogy. There's AI groups that trying to figure it out. There's a DNA painter is on there. There's a lot, and any organization like an archive or Find My Past or My Heritage. My Heritage is very active on social media, and find out what's going on. It's also a place to find out free access. So if Fold 3 is having a free access weekend, they're going to post it on their social media, and then you can go in and you can try out a website before you actually subscribe to it, or make a list of what you want to do when you get access to a certain subscription website and with the databases. And then when they have a free access weekend, take out your list and go and look up those records and use it to your benefit. So social media for the genealogy community has been really, really good. And you need to use it and learn to use it and learn um, what is going to be beneficial to you. And I'm in a few private groups that are for a community, and they're posting old pictures. And so they're going to, approve you to get in to that group because they want to make sure that they're sharing it with people that are relevant. But I'm finding pictures of relatives that I have never seen, and we're sharing them because who got the pictures? A lot of times there was only one. And who was the daughter, the granddaughter, the cousin that got that picture and moved away, and where is it now? But they've joined a Facebook group and they're posting their old pictures, and it's been really fun to be in those groups. And then I'll be sharing what I have too that was passed down to me. And so it's a lot of sharing, but it's a lot of learning, but it's helping each other and collaborating, getting together. Start your own Facebook group and get together, gather all the research that you're doing and put it all in one place. Cemeteries is another topic that can be in a group where they just talk about a certain cemetery and who all is buried in there and what their stories are. And it's just really, I have found social media to be very beneficial to me. And I can go down a really big rabbit hole um, searching on social media because there is so much information available. Okay, and so I'm just going to say that this was the Internet Tools virtual meeting for July. Our next meeting will be on the 8th of August. And so for students, you can find the link to that on the calendar on the dashboard and watch the YouTube channel. If you're watching a recording, watch our YouTube channel and for more videos that will be uploaded with content that will be beneficial to your research and your genealogical education. So thank you for joining me today. And my name is Cheryl Levy, and I am with the International Institute of Genealogical Studies at genealogicalstudies.com. And I thank you for joining me, and I hope that you have gleaned some information, that I've given you some new inspiration and motivation to go out and check social media and how it can benefit you for your genealogy. And now I'm just going to stop.